Let's get to our show. Good morning, Pagosa. Today, it's the Pagosa Springs Medical Center, and we have the Chief Executive Officer and Chief Medical Officer here today, Dr. Rhonda Webb. Good morning.
Morning, Will. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Great.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. What can I say? It's the end of the year. It's interesting to reflect right now at the end of the year, and you start thinking about 24 and what all you need to accomplish. But I think people should really just kind of take some deep breaths and think about everything they accomplished in 23, and personally, and work, and be grateful for getting through a really tough year again. This has been a year of a lot of inflation, and cost of living is huge, and people have really struggled. And so if you're out there and you're one of those people and you're still struggling, reach out for help. But just be grateful for getting through another year. This is our 10th year since we moved here. Yeah, that's right. You really have to.
Because there are lots of them.
If you start thinking about the bad things, it really makes it negative, and you kind of go down that negative highway.
Right.
Yeah. But anyway, this is mine and Bill's 10th year here. Hard to believe he brought orthopedics here 10 years ago, and that's pretty exciting. Yeah.
That is. That's huge. Good benchmark.
Yeah, it is.
And things, they've really improved over those 10 years.
Well, for a small town hospital, we have an incredible medical staff and nursing staff. All of our employees, of course, are terrific, and they love their jobs, and they love helping take care of the community, which is our job. So for people who don't know, we are a special hospital district, making us quasi-governmental. We do receive some mill levy tax of about, we don't know what it's going to be next year. The tax thing. Nobody really knows about property taxes right now, but they haven't quite decided.
They're giving us $800.
Yeah, I know.
Keep quiet.
It's weird, but anyway, we do receive a mill levy of it's been about $1.5 million. It's supposed to be a little bit more next year for helping special hospital districts, but and that's about, we spend about $110,000 a day, so that's a few weeks' worth of our expenses, but it certainly does help that we are able to receive mill levy income. What's been going on? Well, if you recall, about a year ago August, the board purchased the Dr. Pruitt's former office that sits on the corner of our campus, the north corner, and we have raised money and we've now called this the Medical Wellness Building. We are working with architects and builders to plan how we are going to remodel that space. We are going to be expanding our existing physical therapy department. We are going to have some of our pain management done there.
Oh, okay.
And more community education. Hopefully do some preventative medicine, sports injury prevention, some work with Parkinson's patients for rehab. We have a lot of things we want to do, and we want to expand that space. We were able to get a DOLA grant for $1 million to help us with that. The Department of Local Affairs has always been very supportive of us, and we also just got a large DOLA grant so that we can build a building to house our oxygen generation equipment. So we are kind of an island down here in Pagosa Springs. You
get tanks.
Yeah, and so we have tank delivery that comes up from Farmington, but we had a tabletop discussion with a lot of community responders and county. And some lay people, and before the pandemic, like in 2019, and we talked about what would happen if there was a large power outage here for a few days, snowstorms blocking all of our roads, and we realized that people would come to the hospital thinking we could have enough oxygen on hand to take care of them. Well, we're kind of at the end of the supply for oxygen. This became apparent, and so we started looking into generating our own. And at the time, when we started looking at it in 19, I think the only hospitals that did it had waivers to be able to do it, and they were like on islands like Hawaii and Guam and
real islands.
Yeah, real islands. Alaska, which is sort of like an island. And so we decided we're kind of like an island, and we need to try to generate our own oxygen. And so that became even more important during the pandemic. At the peak, on November the 20th of 2020, we were calculating our oxygen usage by the hour to make certain we didn't run out. And so that kind of sealed it for us, and we've got the oxygen generation equipment. We just don't have a building. So we're going to do those two big projects for us next year, getting those two spaces done. And we are not planning to sell oxygen. We are not becoming it's called a durable medical equipment company or an oxygen company. We just want to be able to have an ability to provide more people with oxygen in the event of them needing it. And so
yeah, I mean, individuals have those little boxes, right?
Concentrators, right?
Concentrators, is that what
but the other thing is,
so this is a big concentrator, basically.
Pretty much, it mixes the gases in a different way. I have to admit, I'm not that operational on it, so I don't know. But I
can just envision that. Though.
Yeah, but we were able to go up to present to DOLA, and they did give us what we had asked for to help us with that, and we raised enough money to match that. So we're excited about that. And what are we doing? Well, we're currently undergoing an energy performance to evaluate our energy systems. You know, our roof, some of our roof needs replacing, our windows, our utility use. Our oldest building on our campus is not energy efficient at all. Our newer clinic building that was finished in 2017 is more energy efficient, but they're looking at all of our buildings and giving us, and then we can use that assessment to help us apply again for a grant to fix the roof and do some things that we need to do to make us more energy efficient. And now I'll turn from that kind of boring stuff, but boring but necessary. Cool. And we talk about our chief of staff is just retiring. We call it pretend retirement because he's retiring. Dr. Wisniewski has been here since 2015, and he's been our head of our hospice, our medical director, and he became the chief of staff 2 years ago. And he's been such a force of nature for us. He's just really led some positive change at the hospital, and we are sorry that he is retiring. However, he is working again in January. He's just retiring. He's going to work a little bit for us. And we have a new hospitalist coming, Dr. Asit Goswami. He's originally from Chicago, and he will be taking Dr. Wisniewski's place as the hospitalist medical director. The hospitalists take care of people that are in the hospital. They don't have clinic. It's really most places now. Clinic doctors take care of the clinic patients, and hospital doctors take care of the hospital patients because the field of medicine's changed over the years, and it's very difficult to stay current in both things. And so, and people, if you are sick, you need somebody that's essentially a hospitalist, specializes in taking care of people that are in the hospital.
How many beds do you have right now, for that?
How many what?
Beds.
We're 11 beds.
11 still. Yeah, that was the COVID number too.
Yeah, that's how many the hospital was built with when opened in when did it open? 2008. So it's been open about 15 years. And then we're excited to see Dr. Swami join our other hospitalist here, and then we have a new chief of staff that has been elected to take Dr. Wisniewski's spot, and that is Dr. Corinne Reed, who's from the area and has been here for a long time. She's one of our hospitalists now. And Dr. Stephen Stewart, one of our emergency room doctors, is the vice chief of staff. So excited to have them coming on into new roles. Also, in September of 2024, we have another orthopedic surgeon coming to join our team. Dr. Bill Webb is our full-time orthopedic surgeon. Again, we've been here about 10 years. And he has a partner, Dr. David Eisenhower, who is an upper extremity specialist, although he does do some work below the belt, as we would say, for trauma and things like that. But his main focus is hand, shoulder, and elbow. He does shoulder and elbow replacements, and he is part-time. He comes here about every 6 weeks. And then we have now coming Dr. Steed. Dr. Steed was raised in Pagosa Springs and left here to do his college and then his orthopedic surgery residency, which is a 5-year residency after college. And he is currently doing a total joint fellowship. He will also be doing shoulder replacements and knee replacements and hip replacements. But Dr. Webb is not retiring yet. He was. Don't ask him.
No,
he's not ready.
Right.
So when we trained, 90% of orthopedic surgeons were general orthopedic surgeons, like Bill is. So he does a little bit of everything. Still does total joints. Does a lot of everything actually. But now most orthopedic surgeons choose to subspecialize in just either sports or total joints or hands or whatever. So that's what he's busy doing, and he'll be joining us moving back to Pagosa Springs in September. Cool. Anyway, so I wanted to thank for the Festival of Trees. Thank you to the Foster Martial Arts Academy for purchasing our tree. And thank you to the Springs Resort and Spa, the Alley House Grill, Terry's Ace Hardware, and Goodman's Department Store for donating gifts for Under the Tree. Always a successful event, and we really appreciate that. It's for a good cause.
Totally. You want to we can take a quick break. It's just about 19 past. And we do have some sponsors, so we'll check in with Homespun Hot Tubs and 84 Ranch and UPS. And we'll be right back with Dr. Rhonda Webb, CEO, CMO, Pagosa Springs Medical Center. Stay tuned. Anyway, we're going to get back to our show, Pagosa Springs Medical Center, our local hospital here, and CEO, CMO, Rhonda Webb. Dr. Webb, you're back.
Hey, yeah, thanks. Thanks, Will. Yeah. I always like to remind people when I'm on this show that we're not just a hospital, we're also a rural health clinic, and we also own the ambulance here, and it's that's how the district started. So that's rare. Only 6 hospitals in Colorado that still own the ambulance. But we very proud of all of our first responders in town. I also wanted to tell you that if you have a chance and you can go through the 29th of December to see the play All Is Calm at Thingamajig Theater.
Really,
it is really a moving experience and beautiful music. It's just really incredible.
Yeah, I mean, a cappella singing the whole time. These guys are amazing.
I know, it was great. So
yes, it was.
Anyway, if you're looking for something to do during the holidays, we have had a wreath auction at the hospital. Appreciate all the people who bought wreaths, and from us, our employees make wreaths, and we have little contests, and it's always been a big success. And I would like to give a holiday thank you to our business sponsors, Alley House Grill, Evelyn Tennyson, RG Bank, Engel and Volkers, G.E. Johnson, Visiting Angels, TBK Bank, Radiology Imaging Associates, Happy Trails, Ladies Boutique, USI Insurance, Novo Benefits, and Agile Benefits Consulting. So we appreciate all of the people that help sponsor us, because if most people don't know, rural hospitals run very, very tight margins. Hospitals are expensive to run, and most people don't know that Medicaid, our state payer, and Medicare, our federal payer, pay us less than it costs us to operate. So kind of the way healthcare is it's kind of a broken system, works. Right? It's a broken system, but hopefully somebody will come up with a way to solve those issues. But we always appreciate anyone who uses our services, and all of our many donors we also appreciate. So thank you so much.
And thank you.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all, and especially our Pagosa Springs Medical Center folks that are hard at work keeping us healthy.
We have an amazing
happy
staff, and so
right?
it's wonderful.
970-731-3700. And the clinic is awesome. I have had great experience there. And,
Thanks.
I'm serious.
I had the best job in the world. I get to take credit for all these people's hard work. And it is a fun job because I get to lead an amazing group of people. So that's really terrific. Yeah.
And EMT, those guys are awesome too.
They are.
And then The clinic's probably closed on Monday, but otherwise it's open Monday through Friday and 24/7 at the emergency room there.
Yeah, we're going to try this year. Hopefully we can get back to having Saturday clinics, but we just haven't had the staff. It's just part of what's happening in medicine now.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah,
All business.
Exactly. All businesses are struggling to find staff. So it's a great place to work.
Check out the website. Or call 970-731-3700, PagosaMedicalCenter.org. Does that sound right? I think so.
It does. SpringsMedicalCenter.org.
Yeah. So thanks again, Dr. Webb.
Thank you for having me.
Day. Anything else? You got it covered.
That's about it for now. We're going to take some deep breaths, take a little time, and move on into 2024. And everybody have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And
yes, you too. Okay.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll see y'all later.